How's everybody doing? I'm over here, and you guys gotta. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. Nice to see you all. I just saw on stream. Seems like our producer had a little fun there and decided to make fun of me because I was late. How y'all doing? Welcome to Serenyx Blitz 2v2. I'm SportyFC. This is Blitz number 2. You've joined us for some great Rocket League action this evening. We start in the upper semifinals and the best of threes. Hope you all are doing well. We've got a great night of action here. $100 up for grabs, and a lot of teams fighting for it while we do wait on... while we do wait. I can't dance on the chair, by the way, Maple. This thing actually leans back, so I would fall off if it did that. But, no, we're doing just fine here. We got a lot of teams here. We're starting in the winners semifinals, and again, in the best of threes. With all the action just beginning, we've got some great Rocket League coming up soon. Again, we start with the best of three. We start with some great action. It's a double elimination tournament as well. $100 on the line, 70 for first, 30 for second, and then again, double elimination. So whoever loses this first match in the upper semifinals, their run's not over, but they do need to battle in the lower brackets. Again, while we do wait on our upcoming match for the winners semifinals, again, make sure to support us in Serenyx here. Again, exclamation point bracket to see all the action tonight. As well, make sure you join our Discord server. Join us for future events, because if you want to be here, we do tournaments every first 3 weeks of every single month, starting with 1s on weekend 1, 2s on weekend 2, and 3s on weekend number 3. So you'll want to be here for every single event we do. If you also want to support us, support our sponsors as well this evening. Our sponsor in Future Form Design Labs, where everyday ideas turn into captivating visuals that speak to everyone, because great design belongs to all. Again, I'm SportyFC. Joining me here in production is GAYTANA. So support us, support GAYTANA and all the great things you do. And of course, support our future co-caster in Maxine, who will be joining us later tonight. But for now, you are stuck with me. If you like it or not, too bad, you're stuck with me for tonight here. As again, we're waiting on our winners semifinals to be confirmed. For now, we're in that upper quarterfinals. We're just waiting on some matches here, but there's a lot of great teams playing in this bracket right now. I mean, the number 1 seed tonight is Kevtqke, our number 2 seed, a team you recognize in Latam threat. Again, Kevtqke with Kevin and Uptake, who just won our last 3v3 gauntlet. Or sorry, our 3v3 meltdown as it's called. And Shezfi, who himself just made top 3 in our last 1v1 gauntlet, has also won a couple of the 3v3 meltdowns himself. He's with a familiar teammate on his side in Lance, who has been his teammate for a couple of the past events. So, waiting on that. Another fun team to look out for this bracket will be Cobalt Esports, playing in the winners semifinals against Latam threat at this point, as well as Drexel University and Nirvana, who are playing right now in the winners quarterfinals. So, again, a lot of great teams playing tonight. And yeah, people are talking about this Drexel University side, a pretty interesting team with Tiz and Baron and Zerf. Nirvana, also an interesting team to talk about with Ant, as well as Brock. So again, really fun teams to see here tonight. Whereas again, Kevtqke with Kevin and Uptake. So we got some great teams playing here. Tons of really good teams as well, all of it in the lower brackets. But for now, again, we're just going to see how things go here. But again, what a night it will be for Rocket League action. Again, it's double elimination, meaning you're not out if you lose in this upper bracket, but you are out if you lose in lowers. So there's a lot of pressure on these teams to perform well, a lot of pressure to be at your best. But again, we're waiting on updates on who's going to show up, who's going to be in our first match tonight, again, our winners semifinals. So again, I'm really looking forward to all of this as well. So again, we'll see how it is here as well. This will be a fun match as well. I'm excited to see how things will go. As again, we're just going to have to wait and see how things go. Again, winner semifinals, we'll start with the best of 3. We'll then move on to the best of 5s in the winners finals. And then we'll drop to lower semis with a best of 3. And then our grand finals with a best of 5 once more. But again, hopefully you all are doing well out there. As again, we're just waiting on some of our current matches to end. For now, again, some great Rocket League ahead of us here. And hopefully for all of you, while we are waiting on our first match, I hope you all are doing well. Kevtqke is currently playing against the Ecuador team, which is a team comprised of Geomar and Reichel. As again, Drexel playing against Nirvana. Seems like both these matches might be in game 3 right now. So as soon as they conclude, we'll be able to get our match underway. Again, our best of 3. $100 only for the top 2 teams. So to make it. You gotta get to that grand finals. It's a long road to be there. It's a tough bracket to be successful. But the pressure is on, and I know the players themselves are looking forward to it. But again, give us a few moments. Give us a little bit of time. We'll definitely have our top teams confirmed very soon. But again, while we're doing that, I'll give you all updates as well in the winners semifinals. On the other side again, Latam versus Cobalt. But now that we've gone through the whole tournament, how are you all doing? Hopefully you all are doing well. As, again, I'm happy that you all are joining in, showing your support. We're going to be here for quite a long night, so I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are having a good time here with the, with us, again, waiting for our upper semis to begin. As, better that you saw me on a chair. I'm happy, Maple, that you got to see that. Yeah, now that's our producer having a little bit of fun here. Yeah, I wasn't exactly ready on time, so he had a little fun with me and started the stream early for a second. Everybody got to see me pull down the background screen that I have, so gotta love GAYTANA doing that with me here, because he's here making sure that I actually, you know, am here on time, and I gotta love GAYTANA. So y'all got a great view of me standing on top of my chair, almost falling off my chair. I promise I didn't fall off though. Haven't done that yet. I've done it. I do it before every single stream. Hopefully all doing well here. But yeah, I gotta love the producer having a little fun with me. It's like, it brings me all the way back to Frost Esports. I'm sure Nick would do that. But again, while we wait on our winner semifinals to begin, we're gonna have a lot of fun here as well. But again, shout outs to GAYTANA, shout outs as well also to Vodka, who is our bracket manager. We never give enough shout outs to the bracket managers. But again, shout outs to Vodka, who is doing that as well. I'm sure having a great time tonight, getting to watch all these teams report their matches. While that's happening again, our lower bracket is ongoing again. There's a couple of teams right now playing in there. KCG Crash, Roof Regime, Midnight, Oracle. Some really fun teams playing in the lower bracket as well. But again, as soon as we get updates on how things are going, we can't start our bracket just yet. But again, if you want to sign up for future events, exclamation point bracket, you can see our bracket. Exclamation point Discord, I believe, is our Discord command to join the Serenyx Esports or the Serenyx League at Discord. And again, join for our future events. Reminder, we have unveiled a new format for all of our events from here on out. It is now 3 events per month. Our first weekend is 1s, our second is 2s, and our third is 3s. So every single month, 3 events, 3 tournaments, all $100 on the line. And again, all of them in 3 different game modes. So again, you'll be... Again, if you want to join ones, well, you just gotta join the first weekend, the first Saturday of each month. If you join us if you want to join us for 2s, it's our second Saturday, and for 3s, it's our third. So again, a lot of events, 3 per month. Essentially, you can win up to $300 every single month. You could definitely make a lot out of these events. But again, that is if you're ready to do so, which is gonna be pretty tough. But again, we've seen so many different people win. We see so many different champions. I mean, last weekend we got to see Wavy win our 1v1 event. This time, Kevin looking to be the next top player that could win it. Maybe we get Shezvi to win yet another event for himself. He's our most prolific player here in these events. And again, 3s next weekend always are one of our bigger events. Our 3s are always our biggest events, so it'll be interesting to see who will compete then and who will win. But Uptake, again, who is playing on our 2v2 event, has won a 3v3 meltdown before. Our last one as well. As what's the prize split is $100 split between the top 2, 70-30 is our prize split for these events. I believe it's 70-30 for our events. You know what? Let me confirm that. I don't want to lie to you all. It is, I believe it's 70-30. Yeah, it's 70-30 for 2s. So our split is $70 for first, 30 for second. As we have been given updates here, Kevtqke will take on Drexel University in our winners semifinals. So we have been waiting for a match, and it is the match that is expected here. Kevin playing against his own collegiate team here as well. So what a match we're going to have this evening is, again, it's going to be Kevin and Uptake on Kevtqke taking on Drexel University on the other side. Again, Kevin, part of Drexel University, obviously not playing with them tonight considering that it's a 2v2 event, but Drexel, but the 2 other players on that team are Baron and Zerf. So we are going to get in this match shortly here, but again, it's a best of 3 here as we're going to get things underway here. But again, what a match we'll have this evening as it's Kevtqke, Drexel University, and a great series overall. But I'm excited to see how things will go here. But I think what's also interesting is that Kevin's org is also playing this event in Cobalt Esports. They're in the lower bracket right now. No, not. They're in the upper bracket. They could be in the lower bracket soon, but they're playing against Latam Threat. My apologies. I'm thinking of Move Regime, who's playing in lowers. But yeah, the Cobalt is in uppers right now. We'll see how they go. There's a good chance he might play against them in the winners finals. Again, his own organization. But while we set things up, and we'll get things underway shortly here. Again, it'll be Kevtqke versus Drexel University. Drexel University, one of the premier technical universities in Pennsylvania, which situates itself just in downtown Philadelphia. Being someone from around that area, gotta love the representation. As we'll get things underway shortly here. And what a match it will be this evening. Again, thank you all so much for joining us here on the Serenyx League for our 2v2 Blitz number 2. Again, sponsored by Future Form Design Labs. So again, our winner semis will begin in just a moment here. As again, it will be Kevin and Uptake taking on Baron, as well as Zerf. So again, we'll just give it a moment here for everybody to join on in. But mind the loser of this will be dropping down to the losers quarterfinals. So again, still a long way to go here, but for all the teams that play at this point, 2 wins, and you're in the grand finals already. But again, we'll just have to wait and see how things go. And I'm looking forward to this match, though, as the Drexel, they've had an interesting rank so far with the Game 3 against FaZe Clan, then went to Game 3 against Nirvana, whereas Kevtqke just swept Ecuador team. Kevtqke, obviously, the favorites in this one, considering Kevin is the only rank A player in our bracket today. So we'll see how things go here, but it should be fun, and I'm definitely interested to see how these players will perform. As, again, reminder that winners finals up ahead. The winner of this will play against the winner of Latam Threat and Cobalt Esports. So we'll see if Shezvi once again makes it to the mainstream. He's been here every single event, so would not be too surprising to see him make it again. Now, though, again, we're just waiting on updates for both these players. Hopefully they'll be in just a moment. But again, should be a great time here. There we go. We got everybody in the lobby here. Kevin, Uptake, Zerf, and Baron. So we're ready to get things underway in just a moment here. Hopefully you all are doing well yourselves, and hopefully you all are excited for these matches too. Kevin and Uptake, part of Kevtqke, taking on Zerf and Baron of Drexel University. But again, we'll be getting things started in just a moment or two. Seems like maybe I have some issues now with Baron. He's just left again, so we'll get Baron back in. As again, we'll get things in just a moment. I'm excited to see how things will go here. But again, reminder, this semifinals is a best-of-3 matchup. As here we go. We're ready to get things going. It seems like everybody's back in. Everybody's ready to get things underway here. So here we go. Our upper semifinals will begin. On the blue is Kevin and Uptake of Kevtqke. On the orange is Drexel University. And reminder, it's a best-of-3 here to make it to the winners finals. Kevin playing against his own collegiate team. The match it will be tonight. Here we go. Ready to get things underway. A best-of-3 matchup here. Kevtqke on the blue, Drexel University on the orange. And a best-of-3 matchup to see whose spot in the winners finals it will be. Kevin, definitely one of the players to look out for tonight. Say, player who's himself made quite long runs in the RLCS brackets. Already getting things started with a pass to Uptake. And an early strike for Kevtqke, 13 seconds into game 1. And again, knowing Kevin is the guy who's made very long runs in the RLCS brackets. Definitely someone to look out for in tonight. Because again, this is going to be quite a solid performance. We'll see. The real question is going to come down to Uptake on that roster. Well, does he play? He's the lowest ranked player in this grouping. And himself, definitely the one who has experience at these tournaments, but definitely one who's going to try to put that experience to use, because considering that he's not the highest ranked player here, might need to push up a little bit higher than he's used to here as Baron gets the block. A bit of a struggle on the recovery, though. Kevin will leave things midfield as Uptake, choosing not to challenge, will leave Zerf to this. Drexel University will roll downfield, but it's Uptake with a clear. We'll find Kevin in an open room. You know Kevin can hit these shots. Double tap attempt will bounce straight down. Uptake keeps it going. Up the ceiling. Uptake. Second touch. Gets right by Surf. And Kevtqke with another. Surf stuck in his net. Drexel cannot push out. And considering he's on the ceiling of his goal, just not in the right position to make that save. Here we go again, Kevin. We'll leave it for Uptake. Second touch. Go down the field. Zerf will be waiting for this, but it's Kevtqke again. Here goes Kevin, the namesake. Back wall. Second will be stopped by Baron. As Kevtqke will look to continue on their offensive push, but now it's a 2v1 the other way. Kevin's getting bumped on the backfield, but Kevin, a pretty solid 1-for-1 player in his own right. He's going to be tough to beat, even on a 2v1. This guy's pretty consistent on his defense. And anyone that this team's going to have a good success against, it would be Uptake, as that shot dinged off the bar. Kevtqke will take control, and right now it just feels like a very simple game plan of let Kevin go upfield and try to 1v2 the other players. And if he does, that's when Uptake can shoot. As here he goes, a long shot! Baron was overcommitted, and Kevtqke takes a third inside the first 2 minutes. And it is Kevtqke with a free goal scoreline and a free goal lead. Already a great start here for Kevtqke. But the pressure is still mounting here as Kevin off the sidewall will go for another. It's 4 goals for Kevtqke. Drexel University getting squashed right now. And while I'm not the biggest fan of just sending one player up for 2v2 games, you can't deny how good Kevin is. He can 1v2 Drexel University. And it's a 4-goal lead at this point. Kevtqke running happily right now, but they're not running away with this. Not without Drexel University's offense. Zerf off the kickoff with a goal back. And it is Drexel who will start the scoring in their favor. 3 minutes still to go, but in this best of 3 matchup, Kevtqke are the ones that are going to keep that pressure going. Still 3 goals up, but here goes Zerf again, looking for the ground pinch. Will be easily kept out by Uptake. But he doesn't get a good touch there. Baron's going to jump in. Drexel looking to make the comeback happen. 2 goals back. And Uptake got cut there. Not expecting Baron to challenge, not expecting him to play that aggressively, but considering Uptake was already behind him, Baron really had nothing to lose there if he goes that play. And go for it he will. And win it he will. A 2nd goal for Drexel University. Kevin still trying to be that threat there, but blocked by Zerf after the early onslaught of chances. We've seen a lackluster play for Kevin here. He's been shut down a lot more often. Part of that might be because these players from Drexel do know him very, very well. I'm sure they realize it's going to be tough to keep him away, though. As off the ceiling, Kevin trying to fly down for a 2nd touch. I said he'll go for the demo on Baron. Zerf, high flick. Kevin won't have an easy time to collect this one as a double commit for Kevtqke. We'll leave them in a bit of an awkward rotation. But Kevin's still back, and Uptake pushing up for a potential pass, but instead we'll have to concede with a 50-50 as Baron will keep things going. The dribble, the flick, stopped by Kevin. And another chance for Zerf. Uptake clears it away. Off the sidewall. Baron will take this as Kevin on the challenge. Zerf will fight his way through. Kevin demoed by Zerf. Now it's Zerf again. Kevin flicked by Zerf. He gets the 2nd touch, but Uptake right now, they're getting close to the net. They just can't put the shots on. It's one thing to take these opportunities. It's one thing to take opportunities to recognize them. It's another to actually be willing to commit for them. And it feels like for Drexel just not wanting to commit too heavily, not wanting to overcommit, costing them some crucial opportunities that they could be scoring. As Zerf gonna push through for another challenge. Kevtqke will clear it away, and a miss for Zerf. Kevin, he's gonna score this one. 5-2, and Drexel University gave him an easy one. As a miss from Zerf, that's all Kevin needed to score. And now a multi-goal lead once again. 3 goals up here. As an update from around the league here, Cobalt Esports have just registered a 2-1 series win. So they'll be in the winners finals for this event. So again, there's a very real possibility we could see Kevin play against this organization after this matchup as well. At least an org that he's kind of associated with in Cobalt Esports. As Drexel University run into each other here. Will be space for Kevin. Will take the high dribble, leaves it. Uptake, not willing to challenge though, with just a little time to go. Uptake, not willing to take any more risks here. His team's leading. He doesn't need to score anymore. All he needs to do is play a sound defensive structure. That's all that they'll need. And here goes Baron. Trying to leave one for Zerf, but Uptake and Kevin quickly swarming the play. Now a miss rotation here. Drexel racing back on low boost. Kevin in the midfield. Zerf is awkward, but again Uptake just not willing to challenge. And as time ticks away, that decision will prove to be a good one, as Kevin will shoot, wasting even more time. Drexel cannot go upfield. Game 1 will end. Kevtqke will start in the lead in this series. Game 1 is theirs. The start of the series is theirs. As Zerf and Baron, a tough task ahead of them here, as we'll be moving into Game 2 with Kevtqke on match point. Again, Cobalt Esports waiting in the winners finals for them. So again, a team comprised of some pretty solid 2v3 players in their own right. Another top tier side. As again, it is Buggy and Tiz on Cobalt. So what a match we'll have there. Again, having to beat Latam Threat, Shezfi and company. Shezfi, a player who's never missed an appearance on this stream. As Kevin and Uptake getting off to a really successful Game 1 with how they've been playing. Looking to make Game 2 just as one-sided. It really felt like both teams kind of sat back a lot further there. And so it really came down to individual skill, and there's really no one here that's nearly as individually talented as Kevin is. Simply put, whoever's going to win this series is likely going to be the team that is willing to take more risks on offense, is willing to push a little higher for that pressure. It's going to be a real bit of pressure here. The real question to see who's willing to take that risk, who's willing to push up, play a little higher up on the field. For now, though, it is Kevtqke who take Game 1. But for now, now what we've seen has been a Kevin and Uptake performance that has definitely been worthy of a Game 1 win. About being able to continue that, and especially trying to find ways to really take each other down here, as Drexel University trying to find some offense. Will not get very far. Kevin on the challenge. Uptake was situated right behind him there. Bit of an overcommit on the challenge. Now Kevin's been bumped. Baron's gonna take it. And on Kevtqke rotating a bit too close to each other. Kevin right behind Uptake. And in that positioning, he needs Uptake to win that challenge. Pushing up just a bit too high. And a bit too far away. Drexel University will take goal 1. As Kevtqke will look for an immediate answer. Uptake on the kickoff. Gets by Baron. Kevin, a goal back. Slotted right in the bottom left corner. And Kevtqke have answered as Uptake. Not only does he win the kickoff, he takes the boost as well. Gives Kevin all the space he needs to score. And it is Kevtqke inside with a goal immediately answering back. So a tie game all over again here as Uptake challenged by Baron. Now gets the bump on him too. Kevin all with space. Surf's gotta be up in time. Baron will clear, but it is still possession of Kevtqke. Kevin. We know he can take those cross-map dribbles, and well, he was looking for one initially there, but Zerf cut him out. Uptake will play the fake. Now get the challenge on Baron. Uptake to the corner. Baron will wait on this. Kevin waiting back, but still forced to challenge as Uptake goes again. Kevin. We'll get the demo on Zerf, trying to create some space here. Trying to pick up the pace as well. The ceiling shot hit the back post. And it will be Kevtqke who will rotate back, but not for too long here. Drexel trying to push up, but Kevtqke receiving these clears with open arms. It's simply fair for Drexel University. If they're going to score, if they're going to take offense, it's going to come from dribbles. It's going to come from control. Too many touches have just been too heavy. They haven't been able to really keep ball possession because of this. As Kevin, once more on the dribble, will leave this for Uptake. He does jump in on this, but it will be kept out by Zerf. Kevin, already back to defense though. And that means Zerf's play onto the back wall will be met by a defender. Kevin once more takes the dribbles. Flip reset. Kevin will leave this. Uptake didn't have the boost for it though. Kevin did the hard work there. Uptake just couldn't put the shot on. And now Kevin's been dunked. It's off the post, off the bar, and it stays out. Kevtqke playing with fire here. Still not in the lead as off the ceiling. Zerf will recover for Drexel University. Uptake will wait on this. Now an infield pass. Baron's there to collect. Uptake goes back for Kevin. And Drexel waiting. Well, they may not want to wait too long here. Uptake was going for a pre-jump shot, but Kevin will just have to go on his own. We'll try to force these players out. The dribble, the dunk will leave things, but Uptake very far back will not be able to challenge. And Kevtqke will wait back a little bit here as Kevin on the play, challenged by Zerf. Uptake with the ball. Room to work with. But again, doesn't really feel like much is working here, but that back post is open. And Kevin's side, but not enough power on his efforts. And now Drexel can push upfield themselves. Been playing so much defense. They really haven't had that many opportunities on offense throughout this game. Only 3 shots compared to the 5 that Kevin has had so far. And Uptake looking for his first. Will go on his own. 50 with Zerf. Stopped on the goal line. Now Baron bumped out his own teammates. Will take control, but a 1-1 tied scoreline. No telling who's going to be the one to score next here, as neither team really has been able to find major opportunities. No open nets, no easy chances, and neither side really looking better than the other at this point. Last game there was clearly a better team, and it was Kevtqke. This game very different, as that's a great shot for Zerf! Finds the back post! And with 36 seconds to go, Drexel University looking to take down their own teammates. As Uptake beat on the shots, just wasn't in net at the right time, and Drexel looking to send this series to game 3. A fake kickoff. Oh, they weren't on the same page there. Uptake was going for the cheat. Kevin nearly cussed his teammate there. They will push up for a play. Unable to get the challenge though. Baron scores a 2-goal lead for Drexel. And the confidence out of Kevin went for a demo play. Maybe not the right time to do so. Because he's far too high up in the field to challenge Baron. And that means it's a 2-goal advantage for Drexel now, as this game nears its end. And for Kevtqke, the real issue has really come late in the game. They just aren't willing to take chances upfield, aren't willing to push up higher. Kevin really is the player that they rely on, and if he gets shut down, Uptake has just not been willing to push up to take his spot. It's an offense that definitely needs to find its composure because game 2 is over. Drexel University will take it. This series is guaranteed to have one more game to determine who will be advancing to our winners finals. So far, it has been back and forth, a real battle of both sides. But no conclusive wins just yet. Well, I guess no easy wins, but conclusively, the end of the game has really gone one way or the other. And well, right now I just gotta see what Kevtqke's gonna do here. A high-seeded team, but you can tell they just don't look comfortable right now. Drexel University, they know each other. That chemistry is gonna work. They can play offensively with that kind of consistency. But in this bracket, I think the real question comes down to if Uptake is willing to push up with Kevin. and kind of when he chooses to do so. Right now, it just feels like Kevin, just all alone on offense at times, and if he doesn't succeed, it feels like that this team kind of leaves Kevtqke all alone here. For now, we go to Game 3, where this series is determined. Kevtqke and Drexel University, with one more win needed and only one game to get it. Winners finals will be there for whoever will take it. Remind whoever loses this is not out of the tournament. They go to the lower brackets. But the run definitely gets a lot tougher, considering that their match will be up against the winner of Scroll and Ardia and Yıldızlar and Altinda. So everybody here wanting to get those wins as an early shot. Drexel just off the bar. As Kevtqke will clear it away. Uptake in the air. Hasn't been too active so far this series, and we'll need Kevin to score. It's infield! Left side to Uptake. Kevin gives Uptake the shot he needs. And that's just what I mean I need to see from Drexel. I need to see them willing to take risks, willing to push up high. That's exactly what they needed. An early strike, an early lead. Now they force Drexel University to play up against them. As Uptake, open room, we'll look again. That's off the bar. As Zerf will keep it away. Demoed out though. Kevin with open room. One-on-one with Baron, and you know how good Kevin's in these positions. Bump on Baron. There is no doubt about Kevin here. He's such a good one-point player too. He knows how to score on these plays, and you gotta feel bad for Baron. Playing up against the top one-point player in Kevin, you just don't have that many opportunities to beat him. And it's 2 goals for Kevtqke. Aren't very pleased with how Game 2 went for themselves. And you can tell Game 3 looking to really turn this series back around. As a demo will leave things for Kevin. Off his own back wall, Kevin will watch as Uptake takes a demo. Now Zerf, the only one back, gets beat on that one, but will avoid the bump attempt. As Uptake will go on his own, left in the midfield. Kevin choosing not to challenge though, as this ball cleared all the way back. Kevin still on it. As Uptake waiting, will get the bump. Baron with a long touch, off the corner. Baron, a second, just wide of the net though. And Kevtqke will quickly look to get rid of this one. Kevin beats Baron. Uptake with open room. Shot to the back wall. Will Zerf get there? He has the boost for it, but he missed it! Uptake scores! A third for Kevtqke. Zerf whiffed it. And Uptake, he's not missing from that range. 3 goals for Kevtqke. And with 3 minutes to go, Kevtqke happily in the lead now by many, many goals. Feels like a repeat of Game 1 all over again. Except this time it's not Kevin who's really the one pushing up. It really does feel like a true team effort. Uptake has really been able to grow into this matchup. He just needed time to adapt, and now that he's ready, he's really finding his own consistency as now he challenges Baron. Zerf will go through Kevin to now force Uptake to his last one back. Baron to the back wall. Will not get a second touch, but it does leave it for Zerf. Uptake is there for it. Back in front for Baron. Drexel playing around the nets, but they just can't get the shots. As it will be half the game to go. And Kevtqke at this point playing for even more goals in their lead. Kevin, double, bang! You do not stop Kevin. And my goodness, he just does not seem to know when to stop scoring. A flip reset double tap right past Baron. And against his own teammates too. Just looking to rub it in. Over halfway through Game 3. As a goal off the kickoff. Well, this team is continuing. Now it's a 5-goal advantage for Kevtqke. And not only looking to beat this team, looking to take them down consistently and really defiantly here. Cobalt Esports waiting on who will win this matchup. But it may already be decided. Zerf. Kevin wins that challenge. Baron. The back wall will be uptake next to it. 2 minutes to go. Can Drexel find any goals back? Here goes Baron. He's missed it. And hit the front side of the goal. Drexel will rush back upfield, but that chance for Baron really was it for them there. They just can't get shots. They can't get opportunities. And Kevtqke doing an excellent job at playing defense, as Kevin will get another save. Zerf will keep things in, but Baron racing back. Kevin, one-on-one, gets RKO'd, but he got the flick over Baron. Zerf keeps the ball. Uptake will wait. Now he'll go for the challenge and win it. Baron again, beat by Uptake. Kevin looking for nets. Zerf will wait for it. Bumps out. As Uptake can go. But Kevtqke, again, at this point, doing a lot more, just taking away that time, ticking away the clock. Every challenge they go for means it's more time that Drexel can't go upfield and can't score themselves. And considering they're 5 goals down, they need all the time they can get. Baron! Saved by Kevin! He was getting bumped out of the way there. But he returned just in time to get the block. And Kevtqke just continuing to challenge the play. Flicked towards the net. Will it be blocked? This one continuing. Less than a minute to go here as Zerf past Kevin. Second touch, can't find the net. Baron. Kevin. Zerf. Kevin once again. Taking away. Baron on the challenge. Kevin looking at one. Rolling in front. Baron's gonna get the touch on it. A little awkward though, but it does stay wide for now. As the pressure's still ongoing. But the play will die down. It is Kevtqke who take this first series, will advance the winners finals. What a defiant win in game 3. 5-1 the scoreline. And it will be Kevtqke who will advance to play against Cobalt Esports in the winners finals, a guaranteed top 3 placement. As Kevtqke will be the ones there to take it. What a performance from them. 3 games, took them a little while, but they got the win when they needed it. And again, their spot in the winners finals is guaranteed. Again, against Cobalt Esports. Mind you, that will be a best of 5 series. For now, though, we are going to go to a quick break while we set things up. Kevtqke versus Cobalt Esports up next in just a few moments. Welcome back to the Serenyx League 2v2 Blitz number 2. Hope you're all doing well. We're here for the winners finals as it is Kevtqke versus Cobalt Esports, a best of 5 matchup here. Reminder, the winner of this goes to the grand finals with a 1-game advantage, which is also a best of 5. The loser will drop down to the low losers finals, which will be what we stream after this. For now, what a match we had earlier today. Kevtqke taking down Drexel University 2-1. I almost said they swept them. They didn't sweep them. They took them down 2-1, although they had a very impressive Game 3 performance. That means Drexel, they're in the lower bracket, and we'll be playing there. For now, we have our winners at finals up and running. It seems like everybody is already in the lobby, so we can get things underway in just a moment. Hopefully you all are doing well. Hopefully you all are enjoying the nights as, again, our winners finals starts in just one moment. Again, a best of 5 matchup here as Kevin playing against the org that he actually has some representation for. So kind of fun to see that happen as well. Kevin, again, playing against an org that he's good friends with. He's not on Cobalt, but he's good friends with Cobalt as well. So again, a really fun player to watch and definitely someone who's been playing well. Again, on the side for Cobalt, though, they got Tiz and Buggy, who themselves went by Tuggy a little bit earlier as well. So again, it's going to be really fun. Hopefully an interesting night as well. So, again, we'll get into our match right now. Hopefully we'll get things underway here. But again, I'm excited to see how things will go here. What a match we have this evening. As, again, hopefully everybody's having a good time tonight here. As, again, give us a moment. Seems like everybody's having some issues here. I'm trying to make sure we get everybody in the lobby here, but again, everybody's here. And it looks like everybody's ready. Maybe they're having some issues. For now, though, again, we got our winners finals coming up here. Again, our lower bracket gonna be interesting now that Drexel's down there. While that is happening again, they're playing against Squirrel Ardia. On the other side is Latam Threat versus Oracle. Reminder, our lower bracket's best of 1. It's gonna go by pretty quickly tonight. So it's gonna be a relatively fun. It's gonna be a relatively quick lower bracket as again our lower finals will be what we have afterwards. As there we go, we got everybody in. Sounds like they may have had a bit of a delay on their side, but we're good to get things going here. As again, will be Kevin and Kevtqke versus Tiz and Buggy. As again, Kevtqke versus Cobalt Esports, my good friends at Cobalt Esports, who also are another tournament organizer. So shout outs to them and their amazing events. But for now, we got our events, we got our winners finals underway. Kevtqke versus Cobalt Esports. Another 2v2 matchup for all you, and a best of 5 where Kevin and Kevtqke, who we saw earlier, look to once again take the win, or will it be Cobalt who will find their way past one of the top players that again is associated with that organization. For now, we'll see how things go as Kevtqke's gonna get things started. Long shot on, will be stopped by Tiz to the sidewall. Kevin, a bit of a backflip in an awkward spot, but will be able to recover off the corner. Buggy, high point shot will be blocked by Kevin as a sideswiping Buggy trying to get the demo on there, but here goes Kevin. 1-on-1, air dribble bump. He's consistent with these, and he'll find Kevtqke. Kevin, hey, you know what? If he's playing 1v1, he goes to over-reliable and that air dribble bump every single time. And you can't deny it, it works. That's all it needs to happen. It works, it scores, and Kevtqke, he'll happily take an open net. A 1-goal lead here for Kevtqke. As Kevtqke looking to continue that momentum here. He's already scored once. We'll look for a second flip reset. Buggy can't get there! And Kevin with a second. Kevtqke starting from where they left off in Game 3 of last series. And it is an amazing start too. Look at Kevtqke off the pack wall. Gonna backflip out of the way. I promise you, Kevtqke, I don't think you need to worry. Kevin's gonna put the ball where he needs to. And it's a 2-goal lead for Kevtqke already. As Kevin takes the skies, flip reset, can't get through Tiz. Now it goes Buggy. Tiz, it's open. Kevin's gonna be there though. Buggy will keep things up. But again, it's Kevin to challenge, and again, just the kind of player that Kevin is, he's the kind of do-it-all kind of player here. He's definitely going to do it all. As Kevtqke again, just looking to kind of play that support role. He's done pretty well at that, as now he'll take the ball himself. He'll push up as Kevin goes back for boost. Uptake. Leaves it for Kevin. Tiz will be the block. Uptake again. That's going to be kept up by Buggy. And Kevin will race all the way back as to the back wall. Kevin will go. Kept up high. Flip resets. Another one. Buggy on the save. Uptake will be beat. He pushed in a bit too high. Tiz will take one back. Cobalt Esports with their first of the night. And it comes at a crucial moment too. Cobalt Esports already scoring. As it is again the pressure that they're pushing here. Cobalt only one goal behind. Tiz flip reset, blocked by Uptake. Kevin's gonna be careful though, because here goes Tiz, just wide of the net off the pass from Buggy, but we have not seen that many passing plays between these teams. A lot more of it has just been solo efforts with follow-up shots. You can see real passing that is a bit more of a risk in a 2v2 level, but if it works, it is one of the more consistent playstyles you can work with here in this game mode. As Uptake will keep the ball off the ceiling. Kevin, flip reset, will opt not to go. Instead, leaving this one for Tiz. Still, it's Kevin's ball. Tiz doesn't have boost, will wait for Buggy as he'll go for the challenge. It's Cobalt Esports possession, but not for very long here as Kevtqke continue to challenge. Buggy, dunked by Uptake. Kevin one-on-one with Tiz. Doesn't have the boost to go for an air dribble, but can put the flick on. Although not enough power, Tiz will be there to block. Although Kevtqke still holding this one goal advantage as Uptake trying to find Kevin a bit of an aggressive push. As off the corner, Tiz. Kevin on the save. Will be there. Popped up. Kevin still pushing. Tiz as boost, but not an easy play to challenge on. As Uptake will retreat. As Tiz again to the back wall. Second touch. Oh, it's an own goal! Oh, I kind of thought that might be what happens here. Both Kevin and Uptake went directly back to their nets. They didn't rotate to the back post. And that's the risk you take when you do that. When you're that direct on, it's really tough to challenge correctly. And it's an own goal. It's an unfortunate position for an own goal. And that's really a heartbreaking position for Kevtqke. 2 goals up. Now a tie game as it is a response from Cobalt. Kevin. Flip reset. Still Kevin. Waiting is Kevin. He's got 2 ahead of him. Trying to get the pump on Tiz, but it won't connect. And Uptake's got to be careful here not to get beat by Buggy. No boost will be an easy block for Tiz. Kevin all alone here, and as Uptake very slow to get back. Got bumps into the orange net there, and Uptake without any boost, just unable to really keep the pressure going. And that means Cobalt Esports will send this one downfield. Uptake will wait on it. To the sidewall. Gonna keep that pressure going as it is Uptake again. 30 seconds to go. Uptake off the ceiling. Tiz. Still Tiz. We'll leave it for Kevin. And here he goes. Flip reset for Kevin. Buggy waiting as Kevin will still challenge. Cobalt. Looking for one last chance, but denied in the midfield. Tiz will go downfield, but Kevin with the block, with the control, and with maybe one more chance in regulation. Keeps this one up. Buggy and Tiz will push. Kevin gets by 1. Buggy's got to push back. Uptake can't be there in time, however. And it's overtime in game 1, the start of our best of 5. As this one continues, Tiz. Uptake will keep it away. Buggy. Kevin. Tiz. Uptake clears it away. Buggy once more. Our first overtime of the night as well here on this stream, and Well, for game one, the stakes couldn't be much higher for both these teams. It's been close, it's been competitive. That momentum could really be a big difference maker. And whoever can win this game can really find themselves in just complete control. So a win here could prove to be decisive. Kevin, open room, flip reset, gets the bump. Tiz will be there to save. As Kevtqke continue the challenges, Uptake will leave it. Buggy can't go, but I don't think Kevin realized that. Uptake's gonna go again. This time it is Tiz who is waiting for it. Kevin now to the back wall, double tap attempt denied by Tiz. As Kevtqke continue to look for offense. Kevin. Not a great flick though, it's gonna be straight back as Buggy will be there. Uptake with room, but a bit slow on the challenge here. And that's something about Kevin and Uptake right now this game. They've been relatively slow moving. It's definitely something that could prove to be an issue for them, but the fact of the matter is they don't want to move fast. They're not choosing to move fast. They're really trying to take their time on these plays, and while that does mean that they'll set up good opportunities on offense, it does also mean their opponents are going to be back in time to stop them. It's a bit of a trade-off. It's either you go for the quality plays and you have to waste time, or you just have to play fast. Here they go. Shot stopped away by Buggy. Tiz will jump in as Kevin's follow-up will not be successful. And over 2 minutes of gameplay so far. Still no decisive winner. Uptake. Challenged by Buggy from behind. Tiz doesn't have it. Kevin shoots off the bar. Still in front. Tiz can't be there. And Uptake wins it for Kevtqke. Game one is theirs. And overtime to the absolute maximum. Kevin plays the 1v2. Gets by both defenders. And it is Kevtqke who start the series in their favor. It's only game one. Kevtqke still have a lot more pressure, a lot more to do here. But considering this is just the start of the series, and I mentioned that momentum being such a big factor, this one in overtime could be very crucial to the rest of this matchup. Here now, Cobalt Esports down by 1, but it is Kevtqke who starts in favor. Here we go, game 2. And Kevtqke look to continue where they left off, immediately off the kickoff, wasting no time. It only took them 3 seconds to score. And Kevtqke, I mean, they can't be any happier than that. Tiz. We'll keep this one away. Kevin. Buggy. Kevin just waiting back as Tiz will be there for it, but Kevtqke just looking to continue those challenges as it is Kevin on the ball still. Uptake, kind of doing a couple loops inside the net there. Doesn't really know when he should be going, and turns out he never will have to as Kevin does it all himself. High flip reset, leaves it, fake for Uptake, the shot not good enough. And it will be Cobalt back to keep it away. As Kevin again, Tiz will be there, bumped in front. As Kevin continuing on the challenge. Buggy will be there. Uptake still. This ball just being left. But Kevin already there. And Uptake again slow to turn to defense here, leaving Kevin all alone. Fortunately, that doesn't go in, but I don't know how many times you can rely on Kevin to play 1v2 defense. Essentially, Cobalt's going to realize pretty soon that Uptake's committing very aggressively, and they can take advantage as a big double tap for Tiz. Cobalt are back in it, and they are happy as can be. Off the back wall, second touch is theirs. Uptake just wasn't there in time. And a great answer, a great goal, and a great tie game now as Cobalt and Kevtqke once again all even. As it's to the back corner, Kevin waiting. Tiz just a little wide, and now it's an overcommit. Kevin, the other way, scores, takes the lead back. Two 1 now, as Kevtqke will score once more. And considering how good Kevin is at 1v1s, he'll be very happy to see an open net. Now he goes again. Another open net for Kevin. And another goal for Kevtqke. Right off the kickoff too. Tiz, just a bad first touch, completely gives it away to Kevin. And then made the bad decision to go for boost where he should be going for net. He won't be back in time to stop Kevin. And now Kevtqke, multiple goals up. Uptake. For another chance, Kevin will be there. Buggy, unable to get that as Tiz. Uptake to the back wall. Kevin, top right corner. Kevtqke, take another. And the scoring just continues. No one seems to be able to stop these guys. And Kevtqke just looking unstoppable at this moment. As Kevin once again gets the flick. It's Kevin! It's a hat trick! Actually, it's 4 goals for Kevin on 4 shots. This guy just doesn't miss. And he plays the 1v2s as well. Uptake was there for it too. Uptake could have taken that shot, but Kevin is a bit selfish, but I mean, how he's been playing this game, I don't think there's any denying that selfishness isn't a bad thing in this moment. Because Kevtqke, again, just looking a whole lot better right now. Oh, what a pass for Uptake. Pops it up for Kevin, and you know he can go again. It's another for Kevin. It's like the Midas touch. Once he gets a piece of the ball, he just does not miss the net. Everything he touches is a goal. Kevin won't miss. And Kevtqke will make this matchup a rather quick one. There's another flick. Tiz will be waiting for it. Uptake. Sits back as Buggy's touch won't go very far. Tiz to the sidewall. Kevin clears it back. Kevin looking for another. He will get it too. Leaves it for Uptake, but unable to shoot. Uptake instead play the fake. Kevin's gonna score from there. I don't know if that was intentional from Uptake, but it absolutely worked. He fakes the shoes off of Cobalt Esports. And Kevin, every touch, it's a goal. This guy can't miss. We could be here for a very long second game. And now a fake kickoff. Looked like they were going for a Spanish kickoff too. Tiz avoided the bump from Uptake. Oh, but Buggy's not going to fare the same way. In an open room, Kevin will be where he is best. Keeps it up. Uptake. Can't go for it though. Kevin will go all the way back for defense. Challenging this is Buggy. Leaving it for Tiz. Kevin denies the shot attempt. And Uptake will be waiting for it. Little drop down play. Buggy. Uptake. Tiz. Off the sidewall. Another touch. That's going to go in. Kevin never expected it. And it is Cobalt who finally gets something. Maybe their horrors can end. Tiz off the ground and then into the goal. Maybe the start of what could be an incredible comeback, or at least a confidence-boosting set of goals. This definitely has not been a nice game for themselves here. As Uptake will leave it for Kevin. Buggy beat on the play as Kevin doesn't have a flip though. Tiz will go on his own. Uptake waiting back, and that's why you don't do that. All the room in the world for Tiz to work with. And he just doesn't miss. You just, from there, you cannot give him this kind of space. He will score. And Uptake, who's been taking a lot more wide rotations, is going to be caught on one such play. That heavy lead for Kevtqke, well, may not be a big lead for them much longer. Tiz off the back wall. Buggy not there in time as Kevin will take to the skies. As Uptake waiting will go himself. Uptake scores! And Kevtqke back on the board again. Kevin was looking for a flip reset, but Uptake had better ideas. Had to run his way through Kevin just to get the goal, but it goes in. That's all that matters. Tiz. Kevin. A minute to go. Uptake, he's pre-chupping this one. Oh, it still goes in. He's got 7 goals this game. Can anybody stop Kevin? I mean, last series he looks pretty good, but this series, he looks unbeatable. And again, no one's gonna stop this guy at the rate that he's going. As I think we got the players, as the players have just left, we got a minute to go here, so give an Uptake. We'll take game 2. Can't blame Cobalt Esports after what we saw this game. Surely they'll be back for game 3 though, in this best of 5 matchup. But for now, that is game 2. The last 30 seconds, I guess, we'll tick away here while both these players, Uptake and Kevin, are just gonna have a little bit of fun at this point. So that will end game 2 in this best of 5, and that means for Kevtqke, only 1 away from taking the series and advancing to the winners finals. As Kevin and Uptake just challenging here. We're gonna, again, we're just gonna wait a little bit. We'll let this game end so that we can go into the in-between and then go into game 3. But for Kevin and Uptake, what a performance here. Game 2, dominance, 9-3. They didn't decide to score any more goals, thankfully. And that means that we'll set up game 3 while things happen here. Keep in mind, this is a best of 5 matchup, so I should put Buggy and Tiz just waiting. As, again, just waiting a little bit here. As, again, what a place they're in. As, again, 2 games here for Kevtqke. We're going to game 3. And we'll see if maybe Kevtqke can win this series in a sweep and go to the winners finals. For now, we just have to see how they do here. For now, it is 2 games, and if we see Kevin do this again, I don't know if there's any way to stop this guy with how many goals he scored last game. 7 goals. Simply put, was just better. And now they have triple match point to win this series. They're in the perfect position to go to the winners, to the grand finals. They're in the winners finals. So have the perfect position to go to the grand finals here. Kevtqke, unbeatable right now. And Cobalt Esports find a way to shut them down. And really shut Kevin down. It was his offense that really made the difference last game. As now he'll look to keep the offense going. Off the sidewall. Ceiling. Kevin going! Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Nearly found his way through both defenders again. And considering how often he's been doing that this series, Cobalt Esports must have been nervous. As it will be cleared away. Uptake doesn't beat Buggy. It is open. It's in. Uptake got beat. Could not see through the smoke screen. And it will be Cobalt Esports with goal 1. As Uptake. Oh, it's a perfect Spanish kickoff. Oh, you can't draw it up any better. A Spanish kickoff from Kevtqke. Kevin immediately chasing them Buggy off of it. We saw them try that last game with Uptake going for the bump. It didn't succeed. This time it does. And you know a team's feeling good when they're going for this kind of kickoff play. Tie game. As Kevin and Uptake with some amazing kickoff play decisions. And now Uptake will go himself. We're gonna find an interesting looking at Doomsy Dish. You don't see that often at this level, but it does work here, and it pulls both Cobalt players out. Leaving Kevin an open net to shoot on. Uptake catching Tiz going all in on that challenge, and Tiz got a bit too antsy to clear the ball out. Would have done a lot better had he just not gone for it. Instead, that is going to be another play as Kevtqke look again. Cobalt will be waiting back. Uptake. Back wall. Double. Not able to score. And Tiz will take the ball himself. Buggy will wait. Tiz going. Stopped by Kevin initially. Buggy already retreating. Kevin shooting this one, trying to go behind Buggy, but the net's not there. And Uptake won't be able to get the follow-up on either. Kevin goes. Uptake beat by Buggy. This is another one that will go in. Again, Uptake has been forced to overcommit. And considering how defensive he's played for most of these games, starting to take a bit too many risks upfield. He's pushing up too high. And this will continue. Buggy. Flip reset. Another flip reset. Uptake will block. As both these players gonna find some space. Oh, it's a beautiful tempo! Kevin got destroyed! And Cobalt Esports do not want to leave this series. Boom! Out goes Kevin, and in goes the ball into the back of the net. Cobalt Esports with a lead midway through Game 3. As Kevtqke will look for an answer. Well, that didn't take too long, did it? As it's right off the kickoff, too. Not wasting any time to score. Tied once again. We still have a lot of games to go. Buggy. Challenged by Uptake. Kevin. Tiz. Kept away by Uptake. Buggy will go again. To the back wall. Uptake. Tiz will be there. Still Tiz. Kevin again. Buggy just waiting. Now the play is his. Gets through one. Kevin waiting back though. He's not going to touch on this though. Tiz can actually shoot this one. But Kevin will be there to shoot. As Buggy goes once more. The back wall, it will be Buggy again. Flip reset. Buggy. Uptake. Sends it away. Tiz. Multiple plays on the ball here as with 2 minutes to go. Kevtqke look to be the team on top right now. Buggy. Still now, Kevin. He's got through one, but he's not going to score there. The shot too weak. And Buggy will be up with it, off the ceiling. We'll have a flip reset, but right now it's just a bunch of boomer ball. Both teams sending the ball one way or the other. Not a lot of control here. With so little time to go. One big chance could likely be the one to win this here as Buggy will shoot. Double commit for Kevtqke. But it's a clear way, and Uptake's on a one-on-one. Now looking to bump through. Tiz will get him through! Tiz couldn't keep it out! And Kevtqke have taken the lead late. As Tiz just can't get it. Has an awkward touch. And Kevtqke, happy as can be at this point. Kevin now, with open room, will hit the dribble round one. The flick past Tiz. Kevin coming alive here late in Game 3. They needed him to show up. And what a perfect time to do it. Another 1v2 play. Kevin's just so good at these. And it feels like nobody can stop him right now on his 1v2 rampages. Kevin, a true team leader right now for Kevtqke. He's been all over the place on defense, all over the place on offense. And whenever he can start scoring, Uptake can just kind of sit back and relax here because, I mean, Kevin's good enough to beat this team, it feels like, on his own. as he just continues to take the ball away. A 2-goal lead for Kevtqke. At this point, they've got to be an absolute euphoria. Buggy, though, will win the challenge. Kevin already back to clear. And now he'll chase down Tiz, forces him back. At this point, just playing for possession, playing for control. He doesn't need to score anymore. With time running out here for Cobalt Esports. Reminder, even if they do lose this series, they're in that lower finals, but it's not an exactly easy place to be as Tiz demoed by Uptake. Cleared back by Kevin. 10 seconds to go, and Cobalt Esports now need to go across the field. Buggy trying to force Uptake to overcommit, but he just won't do it. This ball pinched across the field, but not enough time to come back. Game 3 is over, and the series will be as well. Kevtqke sweep Cobalt Esports and will advance to the to the grand finals through the upper bracket. Cobalt will be met in the lower finals, so their run continues as they will be taking on Latam Threat in the lower bracket. For Kevtqke, 3 games straight, a quick win against Cobalt, and the win is theirs. A big victory, a big performance. I'm sure that they'll be very happy with this one. A big win. Congratulations to them, as we are going to be going to a break here. We'll be going to our lower finals. Latam Threat and Shesvi back on stream for yet another event, as they'll be taking on Cobalt Esports. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, it will be our lower finals, another best of 3, and elimination on the line. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to the Serenyx 2v2 Blitz number 2. I'm SpottyFC, and joining me here in the White Void is Maxine. Welcome again, Maxine. Wherever I go, it seems like you follow. But welcome again. How you doing here? We've got the lower finals up ahead of us.
I am feeling amazing. I am so excited for the lower finals. It is going to be a great time casting these two amazing teams.
It is, as you mentioned, this is the lower finals. And that means we are back to the best of threes. And this is also elimination, top 3 now. But mind you, that $100 prize pool only goes to the top 2 teams. So both these teams need to win here if they want a shot at that, if they want a shot and a piece of the prize pool. Right now in the upper bracket is Kevtqke, who just swept Cobalt. Cobalt now taking on the team that they actually sent to the low bracket in Latam back in the winners semifinals. So what a great matchup we have here tonight. A best of 3 of all. And I mean, what a match it's going to be. Shezvi has never missed the mainstream any event so far for the Serenyx League. So the fact that Shezvi's never missed and continues to make it to the mainstream should just be a statement of just how prolific this guy is. He is one of probably our most prolific player in our events, just because he always makes it to the mainstream. And right now, he's obviously trying to make a spot in the grand finals, trying to take down the team that sent him down to the lower brackets.
Exactly. I feel like this is kind of a grudge match for Latam. After losing in that semifinal and then meeting them back again, losers final, it is going to be hard for them. But we will have to see as we start game 1 of the series.
We do game 1 starting right now as it is going to be on the blue side. It is Latam threats with Lance and Shezvi already trying to get a start going here against Cobalt Esports and Buggy and Tiz. Again, these teams played each other in the upper semi-finals, so they know each other pretty well. But of course, we'll see how they do here with the pressure on and with elimination on the line. Both these teams last time they played, it was just in the upper bracket. They didn't have anything that they could lose. Now their tournament is on the line, so the pressure is a lot higher. And obviously, the win is a lot more important. The piece of the prize pool, at least $30, is up for grabs.
$30, that is your meal for the day. Say you're a college student, that's your meal for the day. So $30, it could potentially be a lot for these 2 players on each team. But we will have to see, as it is a little awkward on the blue half. But Chez gets a good clear out. But he has to rush back, get that save, but he can't quite get it, as it sneaks his way on the mid-left of the field. So that's to the net.
It is an early start here as Lance gets completely destroyed by Tiz on that challenge. Cobalt Esports with the first goal, only a minute in already, and Latam threat once again going to have to deal with the threat that is Cobalt Esports. A minute, not a lot of time to score, but considering what we've seen so far, Cobalt, they know this team pretty well. They've already beat them earlier in this bracket. They're looking to do so once again. A goal off the kickoff. It's now a 2-0 lead.
That is an unfortunate kickoff. Lance was a little too far to the left on that kickoff. Chez probably didn't mean to have that be a complete dead stop on that kickoff. A very simple mistake, but it cost them a goal. Only in 3 seconds as well. Very unfortunate for Latam.
Definitely is here, as here goes Shezvi. Will clear this one out. Buggy waiting. Nearly got dunked, but the Shezvi will not be able to beat him. Now goes Lance. Buggy doesn't have this one, and I think something to mention about this Latam threat, they are from South America. If any of you know Shezvi pretty well, he's a amazingly talented player, although right now, they're not really showing it. Cobalt Esports has a 3rd goal. And what a showing so far. 3 already. Cobalt Esports look amazing.
Cobalt Esports is probably very confident going into the series. They already beat Latam once, and they're going into this with full confidence, knowing that they could definitely do it again. Shez and Lance will definitely need a new strategy going into this. They can't do what they did in that last semifinals. They need to do something else.
Well, considering that what they did in the last semifinals didn't even work, I'm hoping that they're not doing what they did back then again here, because Cobalt is definitely used to those tricks. And I mean, this Cobalt team, they want to play against. They want that rematch specifically in the grand finals against Kevtqke, the team that sent them down to lowers in a field sweep. Obviously, the match that I got to see, it was a field sweep. It was relatively one-sided. Kevin looked amazing on that roster, but it was definitely much more than just a field sweep. It was closer than a field sweep deserved, but Cobalt Esports, they really want to go there. 4 goals in 2 minutes. Latam threat have just not been able to shut them down. Cobalt continue to win these challenges in the midfield. And considering that one of the things about this Latam Threat team that makes them scary is how fast they are, the fact they're getting outpaced the ball consistently is a bad sign for this roster.
It really is a bad sign. When you're known for being a fast team like Latam, you need to be that fast team on the field. You can't let a team outpace you, because that is what you're used to. You're used to being the outpacer. Now that you're being outpaced, they're probably so awkward. They're probably like panicking when they're getting outpaced like that. It's like not a good state of mind to be in. They need to learn to be those outpacers. That's a good save from Tiz on that double tap. Buggy needs to get to this before Lance can do anything funny with it. And he does. We got Shez up the wall, healing. He has so much control. He has so many opportunities that he can do, but Buggy denies all of them.
Tiz waiting back here as Latam Threats just looking for that first goal. Shez clears it back. Lance will be there, but a bit of an awkward play. We'll find out here as the 17-year-old connects with Shesby. Now he goes up himself, but dunked away. Back goes Shesby as he will take his time on the dribble. Buggy challenged by Shesby as up goes Tiz. Shesby was here last week for our 1v1 Gauntlet event and made it to the top 3 in that event as well. Suffering losses to Wavy in the upper finals, as he now will have to continue his challenges here. Tiz, though, back the other way, keeps it across the field. Cobalt continuing on their challenge, but it will be in the midfield. As Latam Threat just trying to continue these challenges. Buggy will wait on it. Shesby. Buggy wins out this one. Lance, the back wall will have open room, as Tiz will be there to challenge. Left waiting is Lance. Gets that flick away. A bit of an awkward play here as Lance will take control, gets by Buggy. Lance still with it. Tiz will keep it to the corner, and Latam Threat will continue their challenges, but still to no avail. They have not scored yet this game. When will Latam Threat find something of value?
I don't think find out anytime soon. Tiz gets a great clear down the field, maybe an angle in the pass. He can't find Buggy. A little too far back. That's an unfortunate 50. Went all the way onto the backboard. There's no attacker. Tiz can't quite take control of that ball. He has to push it away. That's Buggy with the double tap. Buggy with the angle off the post. Now it's Shez with control. He's gonna take his time. He fakes out. He tries to fake out Tiz, but he can't. Getting bumped away from possession. Can be Buggy with the ceiling pinch, trying to relieve some pressure that they have. Successfully doing it. Tiz now with full boost up in the air. That's a great first touch. A great recovery. But Lance is back.
Hitting on it here as Buggy. It's an oopsie dish. Buggy scores. It's another for Cobalt. Just looking to keep the shutout in game 1. 17 seconds. Cobalt Esports. My goodness, what a performance so far.
It really has been a wonderful showing from Cobalt. They are going into this game with that mentality that they are the better team, and they are showing it right here. 5-0 in the first game. That is some impressive work, especially against a team like Latam. That just shows how dominant of a team Cobalt can be when they are in their groove.
A dominant performance in game 1. 5-0 for Cobalt. Last time these two teams played, it went to game 3, but looks like Cobalt may have other ideas now against Latam Threat. What can Latam Threat do here? They got crushed in game 1. They got outpaced in the challenges. Their speed couldn't save them here. What do they do for going into game 2? Because it really feels like all they got to do is just reset and find something different. They got to change something up, because obviously what they're doing is not going to exactly do anything to threaten Cobalt.
I think what their game plan into this and going into the second game is try to hold on to possession more. They have been able to hold on possession, but they quickly get rid of it, or someone over at Cobalt challenges immediately. They need to figure out how to outplay them more instead of just, outplaying one and then getting immediately denied from a second. They need to find those connections on passes. They need to find that synergy while also being their fast selves that they are.
Pressure is on, and the game is set. We go to game 2, where Cobalt Esports can take this series and advance back up into the grand finals for a rematch with Kevin and Uptake. But for Latam Threat, do they have anything to say about this one? Chesby made it to top 3 last event in our 1v1 gauntlet, but obviously I'm saying it in the way that he's made top 3 because he didn't make the grand finals in our last event. So pressure's on him. He wants to be back to the grand finals where he has so famously been on this stream before. But the pressure's on. He's got to perform, and considering how well Cobalt Esports have been playing, that is going to be a very tough ask. As Tiz challenged by Shesby. Now Buggy. Quick chance will go above the net here as Shesby will take it, but Tiz on the challenge. Lance back, whipped on it. Tiz, chance, waiting, goal! It's in! An early strike. Cobalt are the ones in the lead.
That is a very unfortunate miss for Lance, but you can't be missing those at this caliber of gameplay. Those are those routine plays that really separate the great from the greater in these kinds of tournaments.
For Cobalt, and I'm sure if they're hoping it will be the first of many this game. But Shesby, the Colombian, finds the first of the series for Latam, and it's a very simple play too. A one-on-one air dribble bump against Buggy. He doesn't connect on it, but he doesn't need to. It's in, it's good enough.
Yeah, that just threat of a bump is enough to make a defender shiver in their boots. He was scared of getting bumped right there. He was focusing on making the save and dodging the bump. And in a game like Rocket League, you need to be good at focusing on those two things. Shez with a wonderful double tap, top, bottom. I am so sorry. Bottom right of the net.
Straight here from Shesby again. I mentioned that he's made top 3 before in our last 1v1 event, the 1v1 gauntlet, losing to Red in the lower finals. But of course, he's hoping that his run will be one where he can find his composure here, as here he goes again. Now it's Lance. Shesby to the back wall. Will bounce in front. Shez will be next to this. Tiz can't be there. Latam threat. Strike once more.
That is a great play from Latam. They are really getting in their groove. As we were talking about, they need to be connecting on those touches, and they are. They are playing wonderful. They are playing at the speed that they want to and not being pushed around and forced around from Cobalt. And that is a great double tap from Shez. The 4th goal for Latam, unanswered. That is 4 in a row for Latam.
Shesby right now leading his team when they needed it. Cobalt Esports facing the pressure, facing the lights now. This series is going to be a lot tougher than what Game 1 showed, and they're going to need to find an answer. Tiz stopped by Shesby. Buggy with open room. Lance pushed up, but he'll be back in time. Buggy gonna chase down Lance, but it won't be easy for him. Now goes Tiz. Lance will leave this back for Shesby. Buggy the dunk. It is wide open for Cobalt, and they've scored one back. They can't count out the comeback.
That comeback is definitely a possibility for this Cobalt team. They have shown what they can do when they get in their group themselves. Scoring 5 unanswered goals, followed by another one to start off this game too. But Latam does not want to fall that easy. They know they can continue to score as Lance with a great speed on that play off of that kickoff. Buggy missing that bump, and Lance being so fast to that, getting the 5th goal for Latam.
Another goal they can take, and they're only making their lead even better for themselves here. As it will be left for Lance. Takes the dribble, flip reset, stopped by Buggy. As this one cleared back, now goes Shesby. High flick. Lance will be there. As the pressure continues to mount, it will be Buggy on the clear. Lance will wait as it is Shesby once more. Far away it goes. Lance to net. Tiz is back in time, and it will be Cobalt Esports to continue on the pressure. Shesby whipped it though! Tiz is gonna score another! And Cobalt Esports continue. It's now their chance to take control.
I don't think that was necessarily a whiff. That was a great fake from Buggy. Lance was trying to get the dunk on Buggy, but Buggy he decided to not hit the ball instead, sending Lance flying over his head, giving Cobalt their 3rd goal in this game, giving them a real chance with 3 minutes left. But now we have Lance with full boost, a good first touch, and Cobalt with an unfortunate own goal. Buggy did not mean to do that at all, not one bit. That was a great save from Buggy, but he just was in the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunately scoring on his own net.
Fortunate, and for Cobalt Esports, it's really going to put a dampen on what they were hoping was going to be the comeback of the match. Reminder, they're on match point at this point. They win this game, they're into the grand finals. And Latam Threat, they know how important this game is for themselves. But for Cobalt, still holding on to hope for a comeback. Buggy, looking to the back wall, will be Shesby there to wait on it. Still Shesby. Tiz will wait all the way back, just trying to force him off the ball. Now he leaves, but Lance there to follow, won't be able to challenge. Tiz leaves it for Buggy. Tiz upfield, looking for the mid, but Shesby's there immediately, and he's got an open backfield, but the touch just goes wide. And removed out of the play. Cobalt Esports will look again.
That was a close one for Latam. It was so close to being a great play between Tiz and Buggy, but that is an unfortunate touch back to the net. Almost an own goal, but a great pinch off the post. But now we have Shez, a great first touch off the ceiling. Can he find the angle? He can't, but he recovers. That is a great play from Shez. Making that play happen is what I was talking about. He is playing fast. He's playing confident. Up 4 goals in this game. Wonderful showing from Latam so far.
Been an exceptional performance so far here from both these teams, but Latam Threat trying to clear this one out. Buggy will go again! Cobalt's not done just yet. Here's an answer, a goal that they were looking for. 7-4, they score once more. It just feels like nothing can get in the way of both these teams from finding the net. And you gotta love high-scoring games like these. They're always so exciting.
As you said, these games are so exciting. That was one of the best play shots I've personally ever seen. That looked like it was going to be off target, but it was just barely off the post and crossbar and in. But here we go. We have Lance. He's going to click that. He's going to leave the full boost, actually. But here is Buggy with a good first touch off the ceiling. He can't get the flip reset. Shez making the save, but now it's Tiz off the corner. He can't make the touch. Now it's Shez. No boost. Buggy challenges immediately. Buggy, no little boost as well. Tiz trying to find the angle, but he can't as Lance denies the shot.
To go. And so little opportunities left for both these teams. Latam Threat just looking to waste all that time off the clock. Send this series to a third game. One to be decisive. Buggy races back. Shesby to the sidewall. Lance will keep control. Now he'll go across, but not a lot of space to work with here is Buggy. Long touch. Shesby's there back for it. Tiz already up, but 30 seconds to go. At this point for Cobalt Esports, just trying to find anything out of desperation. But the clear doesn't go in the net. Shesby's already back. Latam Threat will keep this one in their possession. Tiz rolling around the back wall, but still nothing working. Now goes Buggy, trying to find something near angle. This one's wide. Tiz will go. It's a goal for Cobalt. 10 seconds left. They don't have a lot of time, but only 2 goals down. It's not over.
As we saw in the replay, Lance was trying to find a bump on Tiz, and if he had a good enough bump, that could have secured this game for Latam. But with 10 seconds left, anything can happen. We have a good kickoff as well. Can he recover and get a shot on net? He can, but Lance with the save. But Buggy, he has full boost. He's in the corner. He has the ball. But both players commit to make sure that he can't score. And that will be game 2 for Latam. Securing a game 3.
Up next, to determine who's going to be in our grand finals, Latam Threat having an amazing recovery in what has been a bad start to their series. Now a much better game 2. They've recovered here, Maxine, but the run is far from over. They still have time. They still have a lot more to go through. Game 3 going to decide the series. And at this point now, with both teams having won a game, it is anyone's to take.
Yeah, this is definitely anyone's to take. Such a close series. Even though the games are high scoring, near the end of the games, teams are calming down. They are not scoring as much. And having that there, like having that slowdown in pace, I feel like is making these games way closer than they actually are.
I definitely wouldn't look into this one, but both these teams, again, they just want to make sure they play the best they can at this point. Latam Threat looking to take revenge for the team that sent them to lowers, whereas for Cobalt Esports trying to go up against a team that sent them to lowers and play for revenge in the grand finals. But more importantly, you know, there's a little bit of money riding on this series. Whoever wins this, guaranteed a part of that prize pool. Now, there really is a lot on the line. Whoever loses this is given nothing. So, for how long these teams have been playing tonight, every game matters. They want those wins. They want that success. But they've got to play for this here. Lance, Tiz, keeps it to the corner. Shespi. Tiz keeps it away again as Lance will be the one waiting back. Tiz. Shooting on the challenge, but it will be Shespi again. Buggy doesn't have boost! Shez beats him! And Latam with the first goal!
That was a very unfortunate position for the entire Cobalt squad to be in, really. They were completely starved on boost, and Buggy was just a little bit too far up to make that save, giving Latam a very early 1-goal lead. As we go into kickoff 2, seems to be in Cobalt's favor, but neither of them have boost off the kickoff again. It's seeming exactly the same as last play. Shez again with possession, really the carry for Cobalt through my eyes. He's been taking that pass for this Cobalt squad. But we have Tiz now, not a lot of boost. He takes possession while getting boost as well. It's a good play. Buggy with a well-placed shot over Shez, tying up this game 1-1.
Instead of trying to go for the demo, it almost actually hurt Shez in a way because that smoke screen, he just didn't know when Buggy was going to go for it, and he had known a little bit better, had he had better timing. He might be able to jump up a little bit earlier for that play, but it's tied at 1 each. Both these teams proving what they're worth, and we saw this kind of stuff last game as well, where both these teams have thrown through, but it came down to one big pop-off play for Shespi! Well, he won't be the one popping off here. It's Lance with the goal off of Shespi's assist. Latam Threat off the kickoff have scored once more.
That was a very risky play from Tiz there. Off of that kickoff, he went for a back redirect, a psycho. And what a psycho move it was. He unfortunately missed it, giving Latam a relatively easy goal to give him that lead back in Game 3. A very important Game 3 at that. We have Lance, decent amount of booster left in the tank as he gets challenged. Buggy not getting the touch he wanted. Now it's Shez with the shot, and Shez giving Latam a 2-goal lead with still 3:09 on the clock.
Shespi has been leading this team on the shooting. He's been leading on the scoring. Cobalt Esports just giving them too many open nets right now, and Latam Threat will gladly take everyone they can take. Again, Shespi has not made a top 2 appearance in a little while here in the Serenyx monthly tournaments, but he is not done just yet here as off the back wall. Almost on the chance, but Lance will be there instead. Tiz flicks it high, gets around Lance, looking for nets, but Shespi's waiting back. And he's not going to exactly make things easy here. As Buggy, quick shot, Shespi again. Latam Threat double commit though. Tiz trying to find a tough angle, but it's tough for a reason. Won't be able to score, and it will be Lance the other way who will get the offense started as Latam Threat go forth once again. Lance sent back by Tiz. Latam Threat are waiting for another big opportunity as for Cobalt Esports asking some questions, and more importantly, can they, trying to ask if they can get a comeback started as half the game is still left to go.
They really need that comeback as well. This game has been significantly less scoring, significantly more even for both teams, but Latam has been able to capitalize on the mistakes better than Cobalt has, giving them that 2-goal lead. And now it's Shez. He's up in the air. He's very controlled as Buggy challenged him, making sure to win that 50 and give the ball to Lance. Can't quite do much with it though, and now it's Tiz. The 50 doesn't go in his favor again. Buggy's back, not too much boost for him as well. He has to get up down the other side. It's 50 with Shez on the goal line, but now it's Tiz. And he gets the angle. He cannot as Shez denies the shot. Buggy's awkward. Buggy's a little too far pushed up. Now it's Shez with the boost, Shez with the ball. Can he find a shot? He cannot as Buggy. He recollects. He gets it down the field. It's Shez with the save again. Shez has been playing tremendously in this series.
Shespi has been having an amazing night so far as here goes Buggy. for yet another chance as Cobalt Esports only 1 goal so far this game. Need something, and they really need something drastic. Latam Fret, they're not going to stop playing offense. This is a team that's going to continue to play that aggressive style, even when they're up by many, many goals. It's going to come down to how you can adapt to them here as a bump from Buggy gives his space, but Shesby there in time. And inside the final minute, Cobalt Esports maybe their best chance yet this game that they haven't scored. That one really was a big opportunity. Now they go again. Shesby back for the save. Latam Fret still playing that same aggression, but Cobalt Esports going to push more and more up for offense, going to put more and more into play on offense, going to overcommit more just to find something. Shesby just being a brick wall right now, continuing to deny them.
That was a huge momentum shift for Cobalt in the last minute of the game. They have been getting starved this entire game, but now they are the ones that are starving Latam. But after a good clear from Shez, Latam has boost. They have the ball now as well. In the last 10 seconds of the game, Shez fakes the cross map. And that could be game. Tiz has already left the game. And that's it for Cobalt. Latam goes on to the finals.
Latam Fret are into the grand finals to take on Kevin and Uptake Kevtqke, as that team is named, and that means for Shesby, once again, he finds himself in the grand finals. But what a performance it is nonetheless here for Latam Fret, finding the I guess you could call it an upset, although I wouldn't consider it an upset. Finding the win though, the revenge against Cobalt Esports. Now they got Kevtqke up ahead of them here. The grand finals up next. Reminder, Kevtqke do have a 1-game advantage. They've already taken game 1, so they had a huge advantage going into this one. But for Latam Fret, looking to try to take 3 games against them. It's another best of 5 up next in the grand finals. But before we go there, if you want to be here for future events, again, exclamation point bracket to see our bracket, exclamation point Discord to join our server. I promise you it will be worth it. And it will be, again, hopefully for all of you, you'll be able to join us for future events. Reminder, our schedule has been updated for all future events. Every month we'll have 3 events. Our first Saturday of each month is the 1v1 Gauntlet. Our second Saturday is our 2v2 Blitz, and our third is our 3v3 Meltdown. So again, if you want to join us for any of those events, make sure to do so. The first 3 Saturdays of each month will contain a tournament. But now, though, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, it will be the grand finals. It is Kevtqke versus Latam Fret. Kevin versus Shesby. We'll see you guys after the break. Welcome back to the Serenyx 2v2 Blitz number 2. This is the Grand Finals. I'm Sporty FC. Again, joining me here, Maxine, and we've got our Grand Finals up next. Kevtqke have been waiting. They now get to take on Latam threat. Shezfi back in another Grand Finals, taking on Kevin, who has been unstoppable 1v2ing his opponents all night long. What a Grand Finals we have here, and again, what a match it will be. Maxine, this is it. Champions will be crowned here. We have one match to go.
This is going to be a great series between Kevtqke and Latam. It is a best of 5 with Kevtqke already having that first game advantage for being the upper bracket going into this match. But I see a world where Latam could potentially win this.
I mean, they've already beaten Cobalt Esports. So they've already beaten the one team that beat them this bracket so far. Who knows, maybe they can do it. I mean, Shezfi has won events here before. He is a player that has been on this stream before, that's been at this bracket before. This is a guy who has been here, has won that. It's going to be a tough run nonetheless here as Uptake and Kevin are getting the offense started early. They've been waiting. They've had a lot of emotions pent up here, and they're looking to win again. The majority of a $100 prize pool again, thanks to our friends at Future Forum Design Lab. For everyday ideas, our turn of captivating visuals that spark geek to everyone, because great design belongs to all here. So Kevin and Uptake gonna win the majority of that $100 prize pool from our amazing sponsors. But about getting goals, getting on offense early, and right now you can tell, bringing that pace in early. One thing I mentioned about this Kevtqke team early that it was a bit annoyed about was how slow they were playing against Cobalt Esports. Clearly, they may have heard me and they don't want to do that anymore. It's a much faster performance here, and against a team like Shezfi and Lance, I don't think that's too surprising to see them try to pick up the pace against another team that wants to play fast.
I was going to say, it does. I feel like they are playing fast because of Latam's speed. And that is some great speed from Lance, giving them the lead in game 2, theoretically, as Kevtqke is just left with no boost, recovering a great counterattack from Latam.
Early start for Latam, but a miss for Kevin, and man, he has been the player tonight to watch out for on this Kevtqke roster. Simply put, he can 1v2 just about anybody. He's done that. He did that multiple times against Cobalt Esports. He's going to lead the offense of this team. He's going to score the goals. Uptake, you're going to see play a lot more of a passive kind of savior kind of role, where he's going to sit back and make sure that Kevin can do whatever he needs to do. He's going to support Kevin in his offense, and simply put, it's worked tonight, and it looks like it will continue to work on forever. Kevin has scored. It's the start of the goals from Kevin. Expect many more from this player.
That was a very risky challenge from Kevin, but he was fast and he was confident, making a very nice angle to give Kevtqke the tied-up game. The good kickoff flow. Lance has possession. He fakes out. Uptake. That is a good challenge from Kevin to give himself the ball. Not a lot of boost to do anything with it, though. He passes it mid. Uptake is not there, though. Shez with the counterattack. Can he find the net? It is a little wide as Kevin reaches back to stop any future attacks.
Really interesting about the last series, that was a huge advantage when we last saw Kevin, is that he is a really, really good one-win player, one of the better one-win players in North America. But you've got Shezfi on the other side, who himself again is no stranger to the 1v1. 1v1s again made top 3 in our last 1v1 event, only losing to Wavy and Ren, both players who have made top 16 RLCS runs in North America. Simply put, Shezfi's a good one player on his own. You'll definitely want to see the matchup of Kevin versus Shezfi. As right now it is Kevin versus the demos, and Kevin has one goal for Uptake. Kevin ran right through Latam Freds, and Uptake had an open net to shoot on.
That was a great play from Kevin there. He's really showing off his skill against this Latam squad. Just plowing his way through them to give Uptake that free open net to give Kevtqke the lead. That's an unfortunate kickoff to give Shez the free open net as well, tying up the game. Very, very quickly.
Kickoff here. Kevin just didn't push up and cheated and guessed the wrong direction that kickoff was going to go. Shezfi will take it. Latam threat eye the game with at the halfway point. And it is Kevtqke and Latam still battling as Uptake. Another very heavy cheese, and I mean, we've seen the kickoff plays for Kevtqke before. This is a team that is going to go for some interesting kickoff plays. They've gone for a couple of big kickoffs already tonight. Maybe expect a few more as this series continues. But right now, give a reminder, they have a game advantage. They've already taken game 1 by default. This is a team that really doesn't need to be introduced here, as Uptake to the back wall will be an awkward play here, as will be Lance to get the clear, or at least look for the clear. Kevin will wait. Very awkward here. Does get the bump on Lance, but Uptake there not fast enough. Shesby one-on-one. It is Kevin off the bar and in. Lance will take it. Kevin got outplayed there as Shesby psyched him out, faked him out, and then left it for Lance.
That is a great play from Shez to give Lance a very, very easy time shooting that ball. He did not have to shoot it that well, but he did. That was a great placement from Lance. Latam now with the lead as they head into the final 2 minutes of this match. It's going to be Kevin with the ball. Doesn't have too much boost. He's forced to shoot it early, and it's Shez with a great save, following it up very quick with possession. But he's challenged by Uptick. Kevin with the boost and the ball, but he's bumped off by Shez. Now it's Lance getting a touch into the corner. He's just going to try and get another, but he can't quite get it because of Kevin. Kevin being that key player on this Kevtqke squad. And then Uptake being the duo that people expect to win this entire thing. But I'm trying to be that upset in the series.
There's been no team this tournament that the Latam side has been a underdog to, except this one. You know, Latam threat. They haven't actually gotten to play these guys yet tonight. Again, couldn't make it into the winners finals. Looking to try to turn things around here. Shesby, flip reset. Kevin will be there just in time as Lance waits back, the 17-year-old from Mexico, but he's been demoed away. Kevin downfield, the Drexel University player will wait for Shesby's touch, pinch off the corner. Now goes Uptake. Lance will be there, saves this one away. But Uptake goes once more, leaving in the midfield. It's Kevin, past one. Kevin over two. Kevin, 1v2's Latam threat. Expect more of this from him.
That was a wonderful play from Kevin. He took a soft touch to beat out Shez, and then Latam, and then Lance was left awkward on the post. Kevin seeded a well-placed shot with a decent amount of power, and that was a great play shot with a ton of power.
Doing to do. Only 30 seconds to go now as Lance will look for the clear. Uptake. Lance will take them to the side here as another dribble. Kevin will wait, flip reset, blocked by Kevin. Here goes Uptake, it's wide open, and he will score. A lead for Kevtqke with 10 seconds to go.
That is a huge misplay from Shez. Shez should have known better to not jump for that. In the last 10 seconds of the match, that is something you do not want to be doing. You want to be playing either for a safe goal or for that overtime. You do not want to leave your net wide open for a potential counterattack. But now there's 3 seconds left. Latam has a chance. It's Lance over Kevin, but it's blocked by Uptake. That is a great save from Uptake, giving Kevtqke game 1.
Game 2, you mean? They're now on match point. They're on match point now. Don't forget about that first game. Kevtqke is on match point. They only need one more win, so they're only one win away here from winning the grand finals. Pressure's on, but for Latam threats, they now need to make a reverse sweep. Kevtqke, though, only need one more game. The possession is in the series, and the night is in their control now. Latam threat, they've got to do something drastic.
They really do. Shez and Latam and Lance, really that duo, they need to be playing how they played in that losers final, where they came back against Cobalt, who dominated in that first game, and then they came and dominated in those second and third games. We need to see that from this Latam squad.
I mean, you can't deny how close this match was. It was only a 1-goal difference, and only that because of an overcommit from Latam threat in the final seconds looking for the winning goal. So it's a close series. It really is up to anyone to take here. The pressure is on. The players waiting. We go into game 3, where now here is the first of 3 chances potentially for Kevtqke to win the tournament tonight. Latam threat under threats of being eliminated in the grand finals. They've made it so far, a top 2 finish. Now, can they find a way to make a comeback happen, or is it the night where Kevin and Kevtqke will win? Kevtqke himself has won our last VV Meltdown only 3 weeks ago. Is looking to win once again here in the 2v2 showdown. But Lance will clear. Kevtqke off the sidewall. That's trying to get out of defense, but right now the demo's causing a lot of pain right now. Kevtqke going for a lot more demos, removing the defenders out of Latam threats and making things a whole lot more difficult for them to even get out of defense. Flip reset, Kevtqke, fake, gets right through Lance. The demos have worked, it's opened the net up, and it will be Kevtqke on a one-on-one play to beat Lance, who had no boost left in the tank.
That was a great play from Kevtqke to give Kevtqke the early lead in game 3 of the series, really plowing their way to that grand prize. But here we have Shez off the ceiling, just getting bullied by Kevin on the ceiling, just denying any attack. Shez recovering quick, but it's Kevtqke with the shot to pass midfield to Kevin, blocked by Shez. Shez is left on no boost though. He goes for the boost, but it's stolen from Kevtqke. Kevtqke's trying to get it mid now, but it's denied once again. The pass mid, he finds the bump. Now it's Kevin, he decides to take it slow instead. He tries to flick it around Shez, but he can't beat him. Shez is really showing off that defensive capabilities that he has.
Even more impressively is how high up Kevtqke is pushing now. Both these players were well into the final third for at least 10 seconds on that offense attack. They never left. And for Latam, they've got to be able to push this team back further and further, because when this team is this confident, when they're pushing up this high, they're going to find goals. You can't react quickly. And here goes Kevin. When he's playing this well, there is no one that's going to stop him.
That is a wonderful shot from Kevin. That double tap was executed to the book from Kevin. Kevtqke now up 2-0 in this game 3. A double Spanish, but it's Lance with an open net. Can he capitalize? And he can. Lance putting Latam only down 1 goal with 3:14 left on the clock. That was great awareness from Lance. He reacted so quick to that demo attempt, just dodging Kevtqke completely, and Kevin just not spawning quick enough to make the save.
The double Spanish kickoff, that doesn't happen too often at this level, but I mentioned before, we've seen Kevtqke do that to perfection earlier. Latam threat, proving they know how to do that as well, and the fact that they've been able to avoid it too means they've been learning a little bit of what this Kevtqke and Kevin roster have been doing. They're learning about these kickoff plays, because Kevin and Kevtqke, they don't do it often, but when they do, it's usually feels to react to, but of course, Latam threat to have them beat, but not there. That's a beautiful shot from Kevin right under Lance and right into the net. Lance was waiting, had the great position on the side of the net, but just wasn't in the perfect position, and Kevin snuffed it out.
I feel that goal was mostly caused off of a recovery from Lance from that save off of Kevtqke's shot. He recovered pretty poorly off of that post. That post is just a demon when it comes to messing people up on defense. Everyone has experience on this play on that post, and Lance just experienced it in one of the most critical points in this match.
Ceiling pinch downfield will be kept away by Shezfi. Second touch, that's actually an open net here for Shezfi, but won't be able to score. We'll leave this instead for Lance. Quick shot, quick goal, Latam Fred back at it.
That was a wonderful play shot from Lance. Bottom right of the net, no chance for Kevin on no boost, and Kevtqke was just over-rotated. He could have stayed right where he was and had a fairly easy save on the net, but he over-rotated. It's an unfortunate mistake, but it is a mistake that Latam capitalized on, and that is another mistake from Kevtqke, but he is left scot-free off of Kevin's clear.
A danger now for Kevtqke on match points, but they will leave in the midfield here, and look at this ball away. Latam threat become a lot more nasty on their challenges, a little bit more aggressive when they're going. Kevtqke playing a lot more passively. They're letting the challenges happen because they know they do not want to be the team that makes that error. They're in the lead. They don't need to score anymore, but obviously I don't think they're going to exactly stay in the lead if they were to play that defensive style, and they're not really looking for it either. They're looking for goals, looking for chances. Latam threat squeezing in. Kevin, last one back, gets the stop on Shez. And with both players upfield, Kevin's got space. The dribble, he goes, off the bar and in. Kevin just can't be stopped when he's on a roll.
What a wonderful play from Kevin. The ground, the pre-flip with the air dribble, and then staying with it as well, getting that last touch right over Shez and Lance. He had no boost. He was just too far in the net to make a play on that. Kevtqke now up 4-2 as Shez, he beats out one, but Kevin is there. He's always there. Kevin is lurking, ready to make that defensive or offensive play.
A good 1v1 player for a long time, and it continues. Now he leaves it for uptake here as a team pass up in the air. Nearly works for Kevtqke, but it will go the other way as they'll have to race back. That chance stops initially, but the follow-up goes in. That's found the net. Shezfi, he's been a leader for this Latam threat squad, and he's still looking to be a leader, even as time continues.
That might be one of the best own goals I have ever seen. Uptake, he made the original save, but then he had a very unfortunate position, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time and putting it in his own net. One of the nastiest angles I've seen.
Less than a minute to go here, and Kevtqke are only up by 1 goal. Lance clears it back. Latam, Shezfi one-on-one, stopped by Kevin as Uptake jumped as well. Lance with room. Uptake not in the right position, but the shot goes wide. Kevin will hold this, but Latam threat not going to give him space. In goes the 17-year-old. Lance again. Uptake not able to get the challenge. Now goes Kevin. Again, the player from Drexel University removing Shezfi from the play, but it goes back to Lance. Shezfi's up with him, but it's Kevin to win the challenge. Shezfi doesn't have boost, has to give Kevin possession because of it. Time running out for Latam threat as Kevtqke just needs to win this game. It goes across. Lance shoots. Lance scores from one to the other across the coast. Latam threat tie the game.
What a play from the Latam duo. Shez found his buddy on the other side of the field, and Lance just banged it in the bottom left of the net with only 6 seconds left on the clock. This is a very important final 6 seconds. Whoever has possession might just have momentum going into this overtime, if we even see it as we do.
Take our 1 goal away from winning the tournament. Latam threat need a win to just keep the series going. Kevin, the last player you want to see on the ball at this moment. If you're Latam threat, but his shot won't go far. Uptake, overcommit for the challenge. 2v1 now. Uptake will race back, force out Lance. Not committing too heavily under the blade here as Kevin gets under 1. Uptake will go. A bit of a double commit here. Looking for the demo. Does connect. Back is Shezfi with the save. Low boost for Latam threat. Kevin will leave it. Shezfi unable to challenge here the Colombian, who has been on every single tournament that we have ran, continuing to try to find and write his own story. The shot goes wide, but it will be Kevin waiting. Gets the flick away. Still Kevin. Shezfi won't have it. Kevin, one-on-one. The fake under. Oh, what a block from Lance. The ball stays out. The game continues.
What a wonderful block from Lance as we see him now in the corner. He has possession. He tries to beat Uptake, and he does. Now it's a 50 with Kevin, and it's in their favor. Shez with the dunk and Shez with the finish to give Latam a game 3 to stay alive in this very, very close series.
Another overtime. This time it is the Latam threat who will take the win. And we're to game number 4 in this grand finals. Kevtqke, their run is going to be a little bit tougher now. They may have taken game 2, but Latam threat, as you said, Maxine, and as we've all said, they're good enough to get wins. But these matches are so close. It could really be anyone's game to win at this point, because these games have been decided by by the smallest of margins.
They really have been. Kevin and Uptake just had so much offensive pressure in that game, but Shez really showed his defensive skill off, having 7 saves to the Kevtqke's 5. He had more saves by himself than Kevtqke had all as a team. What a wonderful defensive showing from Shez, as well as an offensive showing, assisting 2 of 3 of Lance's goals, as well as having 2 of his own. Just a wonderful player Shez is. really paving the way for this Latam duo.
And he's going to need those kind of saves as well. Latam threats are being outshot every single game so far by a decent margin too. They are not winning on the number of shots they have. That's fine for them. They don't mind making those blocks, but yeah, you talk about it. The impressive save. The most impressive save was the one from Lance in that overtime on the one-on-one play. Almost got beat on the front post. That was close, but Latam threat still playing here as we go into game number 4. Kevtqke, Latam threat, go once more. Pressure is on. Kevtqke can still win the grand finals here, but for Latam threat, looking to force this series to go to one more game.
This is Kevtqke's second chance to close it out. It's Uptake with the demo. It's a free open net for Kevin, but he decides to bang it down the field as both of the Latam players manage to get back in time. Chez is hit maneuvered out of the way of the boost. He has nothing to do with it. Kevin now with the ball. Uptake trying to find a demo on Chez, but it's off target. Chez just recovering off of the demo, trying to get out of their side of the field, but Kevin in the midfield denying it. Kevin getting just bullied by Chez. It's a 1v1 between Lance and Uptake. This is not a position you want to be if you're Uptake, but Uptake makes a great save on the ball.
That was a really well-made aerial bump attempt as well. Uptake went right up and over him. That is a very tough play to save. We have seen so many goals tonight on that one play alone. Uptake, I don't know, maybe he's taking some learning from Kevin, because Kevin's been doing a lot of those, but well, he didn't learn that play. Failed to get the clear, and in comes Lance off the pinch to score and get the lead for Latam threats. Start game 4.
That was just a really unfortunate clear for Uptake right there. He pancaked the ball on his own back wall and was bumped by Chez to give the pass to Lance. That's just a good awareness from Chez to bump Uptake for the pass instead of just going for the ball himself.
Pressure continues though, and well, that one goal lead, I don't expect that to be all that these teams are going to be looking for in this game. It's been one goal leads to determine all these games, but it's not been one goal leads only. As Kevin, the dribble, will get the flick, will start offense for Kevtqke, but will challenge again. It's won by Lance. Now a demo on Lance. Chez the one there, but it is Uptake. Kevin calls for it to the back wall. Lance doesn't have boost, still gets enough on it as Uptake beat on the ball. Lance and Chez will go, but the shot not good enough. Kevin will save, and Latam threat fortunate not to double commit as Lance and Chez both in the same spot there. Ball goes wide, another chance on. Kevin again with the block, and right now, this game continuing to stay close. It's one goal that's holding it, but may not be for long, as here goes Uptake, stopped by Chez. Kevin goes again, Chez bumps him off, and Latam threat just looking to win offense again.
So the great counterattack opportunity for Uptake. He has no boost though. He's forced to bang it. Now it's Chez a bang from himself. Kevin is forced to rush back, doing all the boost from Chez as he goes. But Chez just locking him in a T-bone position, allowing Lance a free chance. Now it's Kevin. Plenty of boost, but decides to bang it instead, forcing Chez to jump and use his boost of his own. But now it's Lance, the counterattack. He gets past Uptake. Can he get there to make the shot? And he can! That time up 2-0 with 2:13 left on the clock. That was a great play from Lance. He saw Uptake challenge, so he decided to go fast instead of take control. And that is just wonderful from him.
Theme here so far is that the Latam threat team plays with pace, plays with speed. Kevtqke definitely meeting quite a tough matchup here as Kevin challenged back by Lance. No second touch though, and it'll be free ball for Kevtqke. Uptake. Chez stops it. Now it's Kevin. This one kept away here as Chez. Nice first touch here, but Uptake once more. We'll leave it for Kevin with space. Kevin stopped by Lance as Uptake goes again. This side in Kevtqke just needs a goal, needs something, but Latam threat, the defense has just increased its quality, and they can't stop them. The goal for Chez. What a shot! Kevtqke, who've had so much control this series, watching it slip between the fingertips.
That was a very well placed shot from Shez there. Bottom right of the net. That is the most bottom right shot you can really get without it just being out of the net. Great placement from Shez. But here's Uptake with the shot as well. Kevtqke taking 1 goal to Latam's 3 with 1:30 left. They have a chance to come back in this game, maybe force an overtime or even win in regulation. But with Latam's the speed and amount of offense that they've had this game, Kevtqke really need to slow them down.
As you said as well, this Kevtqke Latam threat matchup is going to be quite interesting here as Kevin, Lance, Kevin just trying to get somewhere near as up goes Uptake with a minute to go. Kevin on the challenge. Kevtqke, they're running out of time here in Game 4. Game 5 could be ahead here, but the pressure still mounting. All right, both these teams have already given you a little bit of that prize pool. But you know they want to win. As this ball, what a great read from Uptake. That is a tough bounce to get to, and now he'll beat Shesby. Still possession of Latam threat, however, and if Kevtqke continue to win this ball, will Latam threat even have the opportunity? Will Kevtqke even have the opportunity to keep up in this game? Lance can find the bump, but Kevin waited for it, and now he'll go the other way. One-on-one. Kevin's pretty good in this position. Wins the threat challenge. Uptake, unable to put it on. Shesby clears. Kevtqke set everybody up, but that play doesn't work. Latam threat holding on tight to defense because right now, that's all they have.
Kevin has tried that play so many times. It worked the first, but afterwards, it hasn't worked many times. Kevin needs to try something else, otherwise they won't have a chance in the series. Kevin is getting easy to read from Lance and Shez, and that will be Game 5 for this.
Guaranteed Game 5. Game 5 hasn't ended just yet, but we go into Game 5 up next. One game to determine our grand finals here as Kevtqke slowly but surely losing that momentum that they've built up this series, and it is Shesby and Lance who are themselves the ones trying to lead. Shesby himself hasn't won one of these events in quite a while, so I'm sure he is feeling very happy about the position. I mean, they had to make a reverse sweep happen. They're only one game away. My goodness, you can't deny how well they've been playing, because this, not what I would consider expected, but they played well so far. Now just about being able to continue to find success.
Each team has been playing well, but Latam has gotten used to that Kevin play style and really figured out how to shut him down pretty quickly. But here we go. Starting Game 5. This is Game 5 where all stories end and champions are made.
Pressure is on, and you're right about this. We have a champion determined afterwards. Kevin, in 8 seconds, scores first. Going right back to the air drill bump. It may not have worked consistently this series, but he still relies on it. He still believes in it, and it works there. A lead for Kevtqke. They do not want that reverse sweep.
They do not want that reverse sweep, but Latam definitely do want the reverse sweep. This is a match of who wants it more. Whoever wants it more will be the one that tries the hardest to shut down the other team. Both teams have been trying to play fast, but so far over these last 2 games, it has been Latam that has shut this Kevin and Uptake duo down more than they have been shut down themselves.
Pressure is on, and you know this Latam threat team would love to win here. I mean, these are teams full of champions. Uptake won our last 3v3 meltdown only a few weeks ago. Shesby has won our first ever 1v1 gauntlet. These are all players who've won before. Who will be the ones that fight history to win again? Uptake, first 2, leaves it in front for Kevin. No shot on the play here as the Latam threat continues to just wait for an opening. Shesby gonna make one himself, but it's a bit too heavily there. Kevin's gonna have the ball. Lance, the last one back. But Kevin in air. Second touch. Lance blocks. It goes in and rolls through. Kevin's given credit, and Kevtqke score again.
That was an unfortunate position for Shez to be in, getting bumped by Kevin. What a play by Kevin that was. Just bumping Shez after Lance makes an unwanting save there. It's not a save you want to be making, especially down 1 already. That's just, he gets his credit for the save, but in reality, it's not safe at all. But here is Shez with the plan B. He can't quite get it around Kevin though. Kevin has been that first and second man for his team. Really paving the way for this team.
He definitely has been here, and the irony about this one is that there's only one player, the only player I can think that I know for a fact, that I don't know for sure if he's played in these events or not, is Lance on this one. Kevin played in one of our recent 3v3 meltdowns as well, 3v3 meltdown number 2, and right now though, we gotta be talking about Shezby, the first goal of the game for Latam. Shezby will take it, almost 2 minutes of gameplay, but they get one here. They definitely needed that, says Kevin, got beat in the midfield.
That was a great beat from Shez there. Shez was so quick to the ball, as he has been this entire tournament. He's really showing his dominance and his speed. Here's Shez again in the air, trying to beat out Uptake, but he can't quite do it. Uptake is reading that touch. Now it's Kevin reading the back bounce. It's Lance that can't read it now. Kevin getting her first touch. It's soft. It could be Shez with the shot. Uptake a little too far away. And Latam tying up the series once again.
Just can't stop Latam threats. They continue, they play, and they find ways to come back. It's not the first time they've done it this series. They did it only, 2 games ago that they did it again? This team has just been so good at finding ways to keep that possession here, but Latam threat looking for more attack. It's tied as we approach the halfway point. Kevin to the corner. Shezby, that uptake from challenging, still keeping possession. Uptake will take it away though. Kevin to the back wall. Lance is already up, and the Latam threat will wait back. Lance, big clear away. 2 minutes left on the clock as Latam threat would love to keep momentum going, but it's Uptake. Crit chance. Lance is there, and right now a lot of long shots for Kevtqke. When they start to close in, when they start to try to squeeze the life out of Latam threat, as they have been doing so often this series. They'll go again in field. The pass doesn't connect. It will be Lance all alone. The shot, the play, the goal. Latam threat in the lead.
That is the first lead Latam has seen in this game 5, and what a critical lead it is. Latam have so much momentum going into these last 2 minutes of the game. This is the momentum that they definitely needed. They have been the underdogs in these last 2 series, already previously losing to Cobalt and then reverse sweeping them, but now with a potential reverse sweep. But what a mistouch from Shez off of the bounce, just giving Uptake a free open net to tie up the game.
They get the bump as well. Shezby had to jump, but yeah, he could have been a lot better on that touch. Kevin did his job though. He made Shezby do something, and that something is give Uptake an open net. This game stays close here, but here goes Kevin off the kickoff. It's perfect. Latam front went for boost, and that will prove to not work. Kev taking the lead again. We only have 104 seconds left.
That is a critical mistake from Latam. After just getting that lead, they lose it just like that. 2 kickoff goals back to back for Kevtqke, giving them that lead back again. It's Uptake with the delayed kickoff. Now his possession, he missed that boost. He can't fit too good of a flick. Kevin getting demoed. Uptake his fourth challenge, getting demoed as well. But now it's Lance up high. Waits a little, getting the flip reset. He can't get past Kevin though. Sends his force circle back. Shez popping up high, trying to get it higher off the ceiling. But Lance is too far back. It's gonna be Lance with his own pop, getting bumped by Uptake. Shez gets there fast. Lance, maybe a shot on net. Can he find it? He can! Tying up the game 4-4.
This team just won't stop and can't stop. A goal that will be echoing throughout the stadium. With a minute to go, Latam threats have not given up on the series and have not given up on the night. Shezby has not won a Serenyx League tournament since February 1st. He wants to end that unsuccessful streak. Kevin to the air. Lance waiting. Kevin going! Kevin on a 1v2. That's what he's been to, and that's what he's known for.
What an unfortunate position Lance to be in. He needed that touch right there, and he couldn't quite get it, leaving Shez with no boost back by himself against a Kevin that is known for those plays. But here's Shez now. He read that kickoff perfectly, taking that boost. He doesn't have his flip anymore, though. He tries to go low. Kevin reads it, though. Now it's Lance 50. It works out in Uptake's favor, though. He can't quite get it. It's awkward. Kevin, maybe with the double tap, denied from Shez. Shez is going to hurry up to that, getting demoed by Kevin. Uptake now, trying to get it mid. He finds it mid, but Kevin turns around.
Go, that one goal holds for Kevtqke. Kevin wants more, but he will be pushed off by Shezvi. And Latam Foot now can set themselves up for maybe one of their last chances this game. Shezvi, past Uptake on Kevin. The bump! It's open! It's Lance! It's tied again!
With 15 seconds left, that is the play that you need to be making, Shez. One of the most clutch moments we have seen in this series. In these last two series from Shez. 15 seconds left. Shez 1v2ing Kevtqke to give Lance a very free open net off of the bump on Kevin.
Down one goal surely will be what decides this one. Doesn't end in regulation. Kevin with room will hit this and is kept up by Shezvi. Uptake wants nothing with overtime. Off the back wall, hits the floor. One goal to determine our grand finals. One goal to end the night.
Game 5 overtime, where all stories end and where champions are made. We have Lance ball, but no boost. It's 50 out by Kevin. Shez is forced to take possession back in his own corner, taking that full boost. He's gonna take this by himself. An unfortunate miss. That pressure is definitely getting to him. Another miss from Lance. Now it's Kevin with the flip reset. Over one, blocked by Shez. It's a free shot for Uptake. Kevtqke taking the series in game 5 overtime, 6-5.
His first win in the Serenyx tournament. It's Uptake's second. Kevtqke take this one, and I think that might be the first time we've had a player win 2 events in the Serenyx League history. Uptake with 2 tournament wins now as he defeats Latam Threats in game 5. What a series! What a performance! 3-2. Kevin and Uptake will win it here as Shezvi and Lance. What a close performance, but they will win the matchup. And my goodness, that one could not have gotten any closer here. And really couldn't have gotten much closer. That was so incredibly competitive. I mean, simply put, we got an overtime for, what was it, 3 of the 4 games that we played? It couldn't have been much closer.
That was a very, very close series for these two squads. Each of them fighting their absolute hardest to win that, but Kevin and Uptake fighting the hardest out of everyone. That is 3 overtimes out of 4 games. Only one of them ending in regulation, but each game still being 1 goal, and Kevin and Uptake just being the better team.
Yeah, they simply were the better team tonight. Kevin and Uptake, they'll be your 2v2 Blitz number 2 champions. What a night, what a performance, and what a bracket we had. Congratulations to them. Congrats to, again, to Latam Foot. Surely didn't win, but they're not going away with nothing. They have a little bit of money in their pockets as well. Thank you to all the teams that showed up tonight. That's the end of our tournaments. Again, reminder, next weekend will be our 3v3 meltdown. Again, join the Discord server of the Serenyx League to join us for that event. The bracket will open very soon. But again, what it has been as well, again, big shoutouts to our sponsors in the Future Form Design Labs, where you can get your graphical needs supplied. I'm Sweaty FC, joining is Maxine. Thank you to GAYTANA, who's been doing our production, and to Vodka, who has been managing the bracket itself. Thank you all so much for joining the Serenyx 2v2 Blitz number 2. Have a great night. Take care. We'll see you guys next weekend when we bring you the 3v3 meltdown. Have a great night.